Ding, what is wrong, brother? I think they found out. Found out what? I think they found out how old I am. Ding, they will not find out. I'm telling you. It's just circulating through the media. I think they know that I'm over 40 years old. Oh, gosh. If they find out, what will we do? I don't know. I think I should donate my money to charity. Don't you dare do that. Ow, ow. Why do you hit me? Because you think it's stupid. But I'm not playing to my full potential. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. What should I do? I think you need to talk to Kobe and tap into something or something. Get something done. Go to KFC, buy some chicken. Get the energy going or something. Help out. Do something. Whatever you got to do to perform, do what you got to do. We cannot lose that money. You're right. I should talk to Kobe. And I should also talk to MC Hammer. Why MC Hammer? Because MC Hammer not to blow money real quick before there's a refund. What's up, people? It's your mother freaking boy, Urban Lover. I'm tipsy. I'm almost close to drunk. You know what? It's all good. I figure the Lakers going to lose this game. First and foremost, Toronto is in the top 5 teams, elite teams. And I was talking to a couple guys on Twitter. And I shared with them that no matter if it was D'Angelo Russell or Nick Young, it wouldn't matter. Because in all, this team is a pretty decent team when they get going. They run a real smooth offense, and I love the way Toronto run the offense. There's not too much to talk about for our team. The only good thing is that Brandon Ingram did, have a pretty decent game. As a matter of fact, this probably was his best offensive game since he's been a Laker, and to me personally, that's pretty good. That's one thing I could cheer about. But anyway, as we always do, and like I said, I'm tipsy, so bear with me, guys. The Lakers got me drinking. What's that song? Beyonce say, "I'm drinking and I'm whatever." I don't freaking know the song. I don't care anyway. The Lakers, they shot 34% from the field. Toronto shot 54%. We were 6 for 26 for 3-pointers, end up with 23%. They were 12 for 29, 41%. Free throws made, 10 for 17 for us, 58%. Toronto, 11 for 13, 84%. Total rebounds, we out-rebound them, 46 to 44. Excuse me, I had to burp there. Offensive rebound, we on the offensive board, we pretty much dominated on the offensive board. 19 to 7. Defensive rebounds, 27 to 37. Assists, we had 16, they had 25. This is where the hero ball come in. Plus, also on top of that, when you don't have shooters, you have no choice but to find your own shots, you know what I'm saying? But the Lakers could have played a little bit better, more fluent offense, but they didn't. At the end of the day, even though a lot of fans say, because of Nick Young and Russell being out, we still couldn't capitalize. Listen, I beg to differ. And I'm going to tell you guys why. There's teams out there that only really have one star. And I can go to OKC, for example. Now, keep this in mind. At the end of the day, when you play fluent offense where you getting everybody involved, it makes the game much more easier. The thing about the Lakers is that they come down on offense based on the fact that there's no Nick Young, there's no D'Angelo Russell, and the Lakers are looking like, okay, well, we got to do something in order to keep us in the game. They come down on offense, one pass, one shot. They don't move the ball around enough, and it's like we get into ISO plays, and it's ISO plays. Like, the scouts already know. There's no Nick Young, there's a Russell. Let's D up Williams and Clarkson. Make these guys either force a shot or make a bad pass. And that's the two things that been happening with us in this game. Now, we did have 6 steals, they had 8. We had 2 blocks, they had 5. Total turnovers, I don't even want to talk about that. Points off turnover, we had 22 to their 8. Fast break points, 4 for us, 8 for them. Points in the paint, 44 to their 50. So we actually are pretty much doing pretty good as in keeping the guys in the paint for scoring. But Toronto killed us from the outside. That was the biggest thing. They killed us from the outside. Kyle Lowry, he went off. DeRozan, he went off too. You already know the deal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys know. These two guys are 2 bona fide players in that backcourt. And like I told, I think it was Lakerhead on Twitter, I told him, I said, it doesn't matter if D'Angelo Russell did, because he was like, we need that. I don't think it was Lakerhead, for somebody else. Forgive me who it was. God dang, I pulled my laptop down. But I wish I had still had it up. But anyway, it was another brother that said that we needed Russell. And I told him, I said, even if Russell was there, it wouldn't matter, because one thing about the Lakers is they left their defense in the refrigerator. And they left that on freeze. Because the defense was actually on freeze from the beginning to the end. And my biggest problem right now is that Luke Walton, I understand he's a rookie coach and all that, but you got to start changing your lineup. Now, I don't mind the mob, the bench mob, when we got everybody in full strength and everybody's healthy, and it's okay, because you got Nick Young and Russell in the starting five. But based on the fact that there's no Russell, there's no Nick Young, only person that you got out there that can shoot is Calderon. And I told y'all guys in my last video, Calderon is a pick and roll artist, scream artist. He's not somebody that's going to get the shot off his own dribble. He's best that he's more comfortable setting up a shot or off a screen or off a pick and roll, but not just, breaking somebody down and taking their shot. He's not that type of player. Now, based on the fact I was kind of upset that Luke Walton decided to go with that starting five with Brandon Ingram, Calderon, Julius Randle, Miles, and I can't think of that guy name. Dung. I can't think of his name. Dung. I don't know his name. But anyway, I'm saying to myself, like, why you keep going with this lineup? Like, you got to make some changes, dude. I understand that you want the second unit to come in, but like I said on Twitter to Laker Nation, and shout out to them because they're a good YouTube channel that I watch all the time. I love talking to Serena Winners and all them guys, in the Twitter. But anyway, I said that the Lakers got to make some changes because at the end of the day, when you go with that lineup, you don't have nobody on the floor that still can shoot. Remember, Brandon Ingram is still kind of struggling in his offense. He's pretty good on defense, but he's struggling on offense. Tonight, back-to-back game, they only had, one night off, at Chicago. And I told people before that one thing about Chicago, you got to keep in mind, Chicago is not a jump shooting team. They're slashers. Wade, Butler, Rondo, slashers. And they're like number one in rebounding, something like that, or in the paint, scoring, or something like that. So when you play Chicago, yeah, your defense can break down because them guys are not going to bang all those threes. So it's kind of pretty good for them, and the Lakers took advantage of it. But when you play in Toronto, where you got DeRozan and Lowry, and them guys banging threes and all that, man, you got to play defense. And this way, like I was telling Lakerhead on Twitter, I said, well, you got to keep in mind, number one, if our perimeter defense is average, I'm just being honest with you, if it's average, because remember, you got Calderon, so it's average. So if the defense is average on the perimeter, we need strong defense in the interior. What's taking place is, because throughout the season, we've been getting killed in the paint. The guys have been crashing into the paint, doubling up on the opponent that goes in the paint to score, leaving somebody wide open for the perimeter shot. Brandon Ingram was caught up on this a couple times where he left his shooter, a guard, and ran down to help out Miles or Black, and that freaking shooter's wide open. The weak side help is supposed to come over and help out. The weak side help is not rotating over to help Miles up. That's why I said at the end of the day, Miles is okay. I like Miles, but at the end of the day, one thing that's about us that's our weakest play is not just the interior but the perimeter as well. But if we had a strong interior defender, we wouldn't have to worry too much about our perimeter defense players being average because we have a good interior defender. But because we don't have that, we got to play team defense. And the thing is that it was lack of communication. The guys looked tired. They had no energy. They wasn't focused. They just came out just straight flat. And like I said, who was it? Not Laker Nation. I think it was Screaming Roll. One of the guys I talked to. I forgot who it was, and please forgive me. And they actually tweeted me back. But I said the biggest problem. The biggest problem with the Lakers is this: to start the five, because we don't have no pure shooter. And when I mean by pure shooter, I mean somebody that can actually light it up. Because we don't have no pure shooter. We get out in the first quarter, second quarter. We get behind 10, 12 points or whatever. Then we hoping that the second unit come in and bail us out. We got to stop doing that. Luke Walton got to change that offense up. Either you're going to start the second unit until Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell come back, or we're going to continue to lose games like this. Toronto is an elite team. Memphis isn't on the West. They're in the top five. I mean, even though Parson is out, they're still a good defensive team. So Memphis is bent on their defense, and we got to meet those guys, I think tomorrow or something like that. So Memphis is a good defensive team. And because the Lakers don't have no offense besides Williams and Clarkson, we got to find somebody else to score. Brandon Ingram had a good game. I hope that it can carry over to the next game. Luol Deng, brother, get back into your body. Do something. I mean, because I know you took a trip. You done went off somewhere. You're not here. You're not doing anything. You're making 70-something million. That's ridiculous. I don't care what no fans say. You can get on my comment section and talk trash all you want. I gave the guy enough time. These games right here where there's no Nick Young, and no D'Angelo Russell, individuals like him, we got him for as a wingman because at the end of the day, we kept saying we need a wingman all through the preseason. We wound up getting Luol Deng and Brandon Ingram. We thought that, okay, because we got Luol Deng and Brandon Ingram, we're going to be pretty much okay. Now, we are okay. We're 10-11, which ain't bad because we're still in the hunt, for the playoff. And I know it's still early, but I'm still thinking the Lakers going to go to the playoff. But Luol Deng he had to step up. Simple as that. There's no excuse for the guy. He got to step up. He got to make these shots. This guy's shots are just flat. They're not falling. Wide open shots. It's just bad. I mean, it's bad. You know what I mean? And it's sad, and it's actually affecting that first unit. Especially if Luke Walton continue to play them, that first unit. Only person that you got on that first unit that can shoot is Carteron. Julius Randle cannot do anything if he don't have no shooters around him. When he got shooters, that's when he's pretty much decent. But when you don't have no shooters, the defense can collapse down in the inside because why? Either Julius Randle have to kick it out or he's going to have to force something up that's going to lead to a turnover. There's no shooters on the perimeter. Brandon Ingram's not hitting his shots. He was, 1 for 5 or something like that, I believe. What he was like, 1 for 5 from three-point arc. So there's nobody actually making shots. Because nobody making shots, Julius Randle is just an average player. He can't do nothing. He had 8 rebounds. Tar Black had a couple good rebounds. Like I said, Luol Deng, 24 minutes, ain't do nothing. Ain't no point in reading his stats. Brandon Ingram, the only good positive of that is that Brandon Ingram had a good offensive game. He shot 50% from the field. He just 1 for 5 from the three-point arc. Once he get comfortable behind that arc, I think that he's going to be a bona fide player. Now, he had 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Ain't nobody played defense tonight, so let's be real. The offense, Toronto just was high on all cylinders. I mean, it was good on offense. The guy from Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. If y'all watch The Simpsons, you remember Sideshow Bob when The Simpsons first came out? He was the guy that was killing people at the night. I don't know. I think he got kicked out by Krusty the Clown. But anyway, he had the funny looking hair dude. Well, that center for Toronto, I don't know the freaking guy's name. Let me see if I can find his name on here. Nakarera. I think it's Nakarera. This guy had a freaking awesome game. He was getting pick and rolls. Kyle Lowry was just getting inside, giving this guy easy freaking layups. Easy layups, man, because why? Could nobody stand in front of Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry was getting to the paint. When Miles rotate over to pick him up, he was just kicking out that layup to Sideshow Bob. That's his name, Sideshow Bob. He's kicking out the Sideshow Bob with that funny looking hairdo, and the guy was just laying it up, dunking it, doing whatever they want in the paint. You know what I'm saying? But he had 13 points, and that actually would open up their offense right then and there. Because if you actually look at it, DeMarcus Rosen was 6 for 18. To me, that's not really a good game because you took 18 shots and only made 6 of them. So that's not really a good game. I mean, he shot 47% from the field. He did have 16 points. And Lowry was the killer. 8 for 12. 7 assists. And who was playing Lowry? Calderon. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to Brandon Ingram. And I said Brandon Ingram didn't play good defense. Scratch that. Brandon Ingram did play good defense because he was actually playing DeRozan. Starting off. So his length, man. I don't have to talk about Brandon Ingram. His length is pretty good, but I think at the end of the day, Brandon Ingram was probably the only positive person I can talk about on this team. I'm just being honest. The bench didn't do too much. Jordan Clarkson came in, played 31 minutes, 4 for 15. It was cold, 3 for 9. Trying to shoot 53s again, 14 points instead of getting to the paint. Lou Williams had a bunch of turnovers, man. I mean, he was just getting stripped. I don't know. I think they were just tired and beat down or whatever. But he was about 4 for 14. Both of these guys had a bad night. They didn't do anything tonight. I was hoping that they brought T-Rob in, but they brought him in kind of late. He got 4 points. He did get 4 rebounds, man. I'd like to see more T-Rob. I'm being honest with you. I really like to see him. Metal World Peace shouldn't he got 60 minutes. I wouldn't care if they're getting blown by 30. He shouldn't be in there. God dig it. Go to the bathroom and get some water or something. Bring the water back out for the guys. But anyway, Black, he was pretty good on the boards. He had 6 rebounds, a lot on the offensive board. Matter of fact, they were all on the offensive board. Nothing on defense at all. And that's about it, man. I mean, Larry, nobody did nothing. I mean, just be honest with you. Only bright spot was Brandon Ingram. Everybody else looked garbage. Straight up, just garbage. Miles in there for 18 minutes. He only had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, nothing in the defensive department at all. I mean, no steals, no blocks, nothing. So only 2 points. And I keep saying over and over again, Miles can shoot, but he need to start taking shots. Seriously, somebody got to. If Lou Dane continue to run with this starting 5, be prepared that we're going to lose a lot of games against elite teams. It's not going to work because we don't have no shooters on the floor. And then all you're doing is putting ourselves in a hole, and then the second unit guy come in and actually try to dig us back out of the hole in order to win the game. It's crazy to me. I will only run this offense. I will only run this offense when Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell's there. Then I'll run that starting 5, and then I have my second unit come in. But because you don't have nobody that's a pure shooter on that first unit, it's going to hurt. So Memphis, I don't know, man. Like I said, they're a good defensive team. We might take an L on that, but be prepared for it, guys. Don't be upset, but be encouraged. It's your man, Urban Lover. I love to have fun. Enjoy your day. Have a blessed one. Be safe out there. Get in the comment section. Tell what you like. Share, comment. As always, take care, and much love to you all.